So before the rest of the room fills up, we're going to do a little Lakshman mantra. So this mantra is for prosperity. Thursday is the best day to chant this mantra. And so we just sit up nice and tall and we just chant the mantra for 5 minutes. And then we'll get tuned in, we'll start the class. But we like to do this a little bit before class starts. So if you ever get here early, this is sometimes what we like to do on Thursdays. And just hear, listen to the mantra. Lakshmi is the goddess of prosperity as well. So we use the mantra to activate that prosperity. I'll just turn it down a little bit. And then eyes are closed. You can rest your hands on your knees and your thumb and your pointer finger together and just use your sound current. And really use your sound. Lakshmin, 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 no, Om Lakshmin, 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 no, Om Lakshmin. Lakshmi, Lakshmi, no, Om Lakshmi, 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 no, Om Lakshmi. Inhale. And exhale. All right, so we're working on the prosperity frequency right now, and even with this very introductory 5-minute mantra, you can almost feel a different shift inside of your body, right? So it's like this subtle change, this subtle shift that we have. And this is important to notice. That's why we like to say, like, rest after yoga, do some journaling, this subtle feeling. And this allows that space of your intuition to open up. But also mantra. And, there's a lot of teachings that we give about mantra and how they are basically living beings, right? And they're here to serve you. That's why we use them. It's like we use our body as a remote control, and we use these words, this sound current that comes out of us. And so it's like paying homage, paying reverence to this sound current that literally is serving you. And the teachings, in the temples you go in, and there's this big book of the mantras, and they are written, it's big, probably about big as a stage. And you come in the temple and you bow to the mantras, you bow to the book, and it's the act of bowing to these sound currents that are serving you for your life. And so, my teacher gave me a mantra, and she was like, you have to do this mantra this many times a day. And I want you to do it to get used to doing it that many times a day. I want you to do it like while you're moving around and while you're getting ready in the morning. You start just listening to it, start using it. And then, once a week you sit with it. And you sit with it in a way like, she gave me the millionaire's mantra. The Bahota Karam is called the millionaire's mantra. And so this is the visual that I have. You sit with this mantra. But if someone were going to bring to you $1 million, you wouldn't, if you knew you were going to meet with them on Friday at 12 o'clock and they were going to bring you $1 million, you wouldn't show up late. You wouldn't show up disheveled. You wouldn't show up unprepared. You would show up, right? Like, I'm here for my $1 million. I read all the paperwork. I know where I need to sign. I even got here early. I got up early this morning, made sure I brushed my teeth, and I trimmed my hair, and I found the right outfit. I'm getting $1 million, so I'm going to show up for this. And this is the way that you show up for your sound current, for your own sound, for your mantra, your time, your meditation, your yoga. You show up for this with reverence. This practice that you're doing is serving you. Right? And so that's the kind of thought process you want to think about. This practice you're doing for your life, it's bringing you what could feel like $1 million for your life. Your awakening, your connection to the cosmos, it's worth more than $1 million, right? Your life, your sovereignty. And so we show up for this in a way that says, I'm committed to this. I'm committed to this because it's committed to me, because it's going to give back to me. And the more I can give to it, the more I will get back out of it. And that's the way I want you to think about these sound currents. Like, they're living beings. You shake their hands and you show up for them and you sit with them and you get to know them because they are giving you back what you're putting in. That's what's happening. And so this part of prosperity that this part of prosperity, that teaching that I want to give you is, we're going to do prosperity stuff. So we're going to be great, right? We're going to have all the things. We know that. We trust in it,
And we're just like, I'm not just coming here with the hopes that I'm going to sit with this mantra, this sound current. I know that the sound current gives because I've been using it for a while, right? And so I'm not going to just sit here and know and just say, oh, well, I might get something out of this. I know that I'm going to get something out of this. So I'm there, right? But what happens when you know you're there? You're like, oh, I'm in this place of expectation from this practice and from these sound currents, right? You get in that place. And it's not in an egoic, cocky place. It's in a place where you're comfortable and you know you've done the right work and you showed up on time and you did all the blessing. You found your clothes. Look at our beautiful new friend and her new clothes. You showed up for it, right? And you put everything into it that you knew to do for this day. And you're a perfect example of that today. And so we show up for this practice and we have expectations like, I'm going to show up, I'm going to do my part, and then it's going to do its part. And we know that, right? We're comfortable. Now we're all millionaires and our lives are working out for us. And then what happens next? Self-sabotage. I don't deserve it. You showed up with the expectation and then you start to receive it and you're like, I don't deserve it. Right? That's the subconscious mind, that programming. And we have to repattern that program that we do deserve it. We deserve everything. Our sovereignty says that this is here for us. We came to this planet because this is here for me. I showed up, and so it's going to show up. There's no reason it shouldn't. And so I also have to come into the knowing that I deserve this. And how do we do that? Because what is the knowing that I deserve this? It's an energy, right? Everything's an energy. And so this knowing that I deserve this because I showed up, I did the practice, and I know that it's going to work for me because I don't give up on it, so definitely it's not going to give up on me. The energy starts to expand. And so what's my job when an energy starts to expand? Some of you construction guys know what happens when something starts to expand and you haven't prepared for it. It busts, right? And so you have to be able to contain the energy. The greatest teaching that was ever given to me, ever, still in this moment in time, when my anxiety gets to a point where I can feel it in my body and I'm like, what is happening here? Why am I feeling this way? I go back and I remember what I asked for, and I know that it's bigger than me. So I have to expand myself. I have to expand my frequency. I have to elevate myself. I know that something is coming for me that's bigger for me, and so I have to make myself bigger. I have to stretch. I have to commit harder. Because what happens to most people is this energy comes in, and you see it all the time around here, right? The energy comes in. You see these people that come in, and I mean, where are they? Right? Because it's too much, and they can't handle it. And then what happens? You run back to your old life, to the thing that's the most comfortable, all the chaos and the drama and the trauma and then whatever it is, the depression, the thing that's held you so comfortably. You're comfortable there, right? Or you hold fast and you know that you have a bigger energy and you came here for something and this is your purpose and this is your passion. And if you walk steady, it will walk steady with you. That's the purpose. And that, my friends, is prosperity. That is prosperity. The expansion of your consciousness, knowing that you can contain the energy and hold space and hold the energy. That is prosperity. But we have to do work. You know, I keep talking about this new Buddhist monk. He's like, I love his words. They're like sitting inside of me. He says, you know, this society we've gotten so weak. We've gotten weak. Why? Because of the technology. We don't use our bodies anymore. We're not using our body anymore. This was our tool. This was given to us. Our sound current is weakened. People are talking like this now. They have no projection in their sound that says that they are here, right? There's a different tone in projection. I am here. I am here for it. And that's when you're chanting your mantras. You chant your mantras like, do you think the cosmos are going to hear me when I chant my mantras that way? No, because this is a tool, right? And so I have to use all of my tools in order to project and to get my sound current out there, right? We're humans. We're in a human body. We have to use the tools we were given. And so this is the part about projecting and learning the mantras, knowing what they mean. And, you know, a mantra is going to come through to you one of these days in a class, and you're going to go, I love that mantra. I love that sound. What is that sound? And then sit with it, get to know it. Because when you can sit with a sound current and it really sits with you, you know that it's there. You can feel it. You know it's in your life. It is a beautiful blessing to just have that connection with the sound current, your own sound current, your own frequency. That's a beautiful connection that you can have. And I want that for you. I really do, all of you. I think it's important for, that's what you come here for. You don't come here to lollygag. So we're not going to do any lollygagging tonight, as a matter of fact. And I'm sure you all know that. That's why the classes are getting smaller. Because we came here to do some work. So we're going to tune in. And then we're going to do some work. And some of this may be hard. And I want you to take care of yourselves. And there's a difference between pain and pain. Pain where you're going to hurt yourself and you may not make it to tomorrow is a different kind of pain versus pain that is maybe I can last a couple of seconds longer. That's a different kind of pain, right? We want to get the mind to know what real pain is and what pain is that like, oh, I'm just used to feeling this way, so I want to stay in this feeling. We want to expand ourselves. We're going to get past that a little bit. So let's rub the palms together. Sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up and back. Sit back on the sits bones. Close the eyes. Inhale deeply from the bottom of the belly. Expand the belly like a balloon. Exhale, let it go. Empty the belly completely. Old energy out. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Focus third eye. Let the tongue come to the roof of the mouth. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Angure name, Jungan gure name, Sat gure name, Siri gure ve name, Angure name, Jungan gure name, Sat gure name. Siri Gurure Vename Angure Name Jungan Gure Name Sant Gure Name Siri Gurure Vename. Inhale. Exhale, rest the hands on the knees and just notice how you feel. And just keep the eyes closed, the body steady, and just tune into where you're at, this feeling of you. All right, gently flow both the eyes open. Let's start with a little bit of cat-cow. We'll do a warm-up. Get our bodies nice and ready. And just remember, in Kundalini Yoga, you want to make sure that your shoulders are directly over the wrists. So this is for your safety. Elbows stay locked. Fingers are spread wide and pressed into the earth. The hips are directly over the knees. And then when you press the earth away, you inhale, press the earth away, open up the heart. Exhale, round the spine, send the earth away, and the breath comes out. Lips stay sealed, and then just in through the nose, out through the mouth. Begin. And then go ahead and speed it up. More prana. Last minute. Thirty seconds. Inhale deeply. Open up the heart. Hold the breath. Exhale, round the spine. Press the earth away. Hold the breath out. Bring the gaze in between the knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, spread the knees as wide as the mat. Sit back on the heels. Walk the hands forward, lengthening the arms. Third eye to the earth, and just long deep breath, palms in prayer. Slowly come all the way back up. Sit in easy pose, and let's bring the fingertips to the pads of the palms, stretching the thumb out. The arms come out into a V. Sit up nice and tall, and begin breath of fire. Make sure the fingertips are pressed into the pads of the palms and the thumbs are stretched away from those fingertips. Powerful breath, keeping the lips sealed. Halfway there. Keep the eyes closed. Stay within yourself, really powerfully pumping that navel with the breath. Last 45 seconds. Don't give up now. Inhale deeply. Bring the thumbs together, let them touch, open up the fingertips, reach up, holding the breath, and squeeze like you're trying to lift yourself up off the ground. Focus third eye. Exhale outside the aura slowly, slowly. Feel the aura. Okay, so we're going to do one of my most favorite all-time Kriyas. I love this Kriya so, so much. We're going to start with the very beginner version of this Kriya, because I don't think any of you in this class have ever done this before. So they say this Kriya, if you're like underemployed or unemployed, or you are, need some more prosperity in your life in some way, this is the Kriya to do. And to me, it's fun, but that's me, so it probably won't be that fun for you guys. So the other thing that before we get started, I'm going to show you each one individually, and then we're going to put it all together. There's a part in it where we scream out, God, 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 God. And the sound current in the meridians where you're letting the tongue hit the roof of the mouth. But also in Kundalini Yoga, we describe the word God as generator, organizer, and destroyer. So that's that current that you want to put through that when we're doing that. So the first one is this exercise that you can basically, this is the only, I think the first, yes, this is the only part of this Kriya that you can do by itself. You can do it as a meditation by itself. The rest of it has to be done all together. So there's certain Kriyas that you don't ever want to mix and separate. So this first one, this HUD mantra we're going to use, the tantric HUD. So HUD, again, rolling the tongue right here at the roof of the mouth. So if we do it together, HUD, the navel, HUD, 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 HUD. Perfect, just like that. The navel is always going with that like rolling of the tongue, that sound current, the meridians that we're touching. It's always happening. So it's like this bounce. Yes, it's HAR. So it's this kind of bounce vibration that keeps going back and forth. So you're like, HUD, HUD, HUD. You can feel it in your body, this kind of frequency that starts momentum. And we're going to do it really quickly. And the movement is you're going to bring your palms together. So HUD, 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 HUD. So now we're doing three things. So we're HUD, HUD, HUD. Still with the navel. HUD, HUD, hud. And this is the most important part. So make sure that when we're doing this, this is happening when you're coming under. See how my thumbs are doing this? This is happening, crossing the thumbs over just like this. So this Kriya can turn your misfortune into good fortune. So it's very important that we're doing these mudras properly. So hud, 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 hud. It used to tell me, I always did my right thumb over. Let's see if it does in this like reading of it. Har, so har, har, rolling like the Spanish R. Har, yeah, har, yeah. Um, let's see. So yeah. So your eyes are focused at the tip of your nose. So eyes are not closed when we're doing this. They're focused at the tip of the nose. And then you're alternately striking the moon area and the Jupiter as we're chanting. It doesn't give me, for some reason I feel like there was a one thumb over the other before, but this is not giving me one thumb over the other. The reading on this says, I'm going to give you a very handy tool, one that you can use anywhere and you'll become rich. To become rich and prosperous with wealth and values, it is to have the strength to come through you. It means the transmissions from your brain and the power of your intuition can immediately tell you what to do. And then we're going to stretch our arms, so the second part of it. And we're only doing these for 3 minutes each. The full time is 11 minutes each, and we'll get there one day. And I love the 11-minute one. It's good. Oh, it's good. We're going to start with 3 minutes, okay? And so the second one, we're going to bring our arms up overhead, bring the palms facing forward, and you're crossing your arms over your face, but you're doing left arm crosses in the front, right arm crosses, and then you're mixing them up, right? So crossing the arms, keeping the elbows straight, and the fingers open and stiff. The movement is done to that rhythm of the mantra that we're going to play. So you guys will just follow along with the mantra, still chanting, and then the navel, that's always activated. And then the next one we're going to do is where we're going to do that movement of the arms where we're chanting powerful. So you bring your thumb in and your fists are like this. And it's God, God, God. And still to that mantra. We're doing the God, 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 God. It's almost like we're like an army of, we're starting a riot with this sound current, right? That's what you want to like. We're really, really like powerfully from the navel, like. And it's a circle movement too. So making sure you're getting a circle movement into this. And then we're going to come and we're going to bend our arms to the side, and we're going to do this one without music. So this hands movement that we bring right here, and we're going to do this really rapidly. As the hands move, we chant Har Hare Hari Wahe Guru Har Hare Hari Wahe Guru Har Hare Hari Wahe Guru Har Hare Hari Wahe Guru. And then we're just going to keep doing that in a monotone. And then we'll do that out loud for 6 minutes, and then we're going to whisper it for 3 minutes, and then we're going to whistle it for 2 minutes. So if you can't whistle, like I cannot whistle, I do this like internal. Just do your best. It's really about the air, right? When you're whistling, it's about that, like it's breath work basically, whistling is. So you're going to just do the best that you can with the whistle. And then we're going to bend our elbows like this, rest the forearm, the left forearm, the right forearm is resting on the left with the palms held down. Eyes are closed, and you're just going to keep as steady as possible, like you're going deep into a meditation, just with your arms like this. Yes. Your wish is my command, like a genie. Yep, you're going to get into your genie pose, and we're just going to hold this. And the eyes are closed in this one, arms are steady. He says, keep your spine straight and your arms parallel to the floor. Breathe slowly and deeply so that one breath takes a full minute. So it's just the slowest breath, and then the slowest exhale. Okay? And then at the end, we'll inhale for 20 seconds, hold for 20 seconds, and then exhale for 20 seconds. And then we'll lie down and let all of this work that we've done come through us, and we'll do a little meditation. How do we feel? Am I good? Want to do that? All right, so the mantra is like a very fast, like hud, hud, hud. You've heard it before. Yep, so we're going to keep with that mantra. And so let's just start out from the beginning. So HUD, 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 HUD. Okay? Bring the arms up. Bring the fist in. God, 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 Last 30 seconds. Keep going. elbows here. Har Hare Hari, Waheguru. 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 Har Hare Hari, whisper, Waheguru. Har Hare Hari, 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 whistle. Now bend the elbows, right rest on top of your forearm, your right arm on top of the left with the palms facing down. Arms are held in front of the body, shoulder height, eyes are closed, arms are steady. Keep the spine straight and your arms parallel to the floor. Breathe slowly and deeply so that one full breath takes a full minute. Inhale, hold, and then exhale. Inhale for 20 seconds, hold for 20 seconds, and exhale for 20 seconds. Let the energy settle. Just relax, let everything go. Tucking the shoulders under. Taking care of yourself.